What are you doing there? You reading the instructions again? There's no anti-seize required with any of this install. There's no snout that needs to be lubed this time.
I will find where it says.
You read that whole entire thing and you tell me if there's anywhere that says you need anti-seize. What is going on today, guys? Welcome back. We are back in the garage with the second gen. I trimmed up my face, got all the hairs cut. What'd you call it this morning?
Lowered your ears.
And we are back in the shop working on the second gen today, just knocking out some parts that we have had for this thing. One of the big things that we had, well, maybe not found while we were driving it. We've only driven this thing on the road a little while, but we don't have any cooling fans on this truck right now. When we took it apart back in our old shop, the fan hub, all of that stuff never made its way back onto it because we knew that we were going to be doing some electric fans on this truck. Really, just because they look really nice. They match all of the aluminum Mishimoto stuff right here. They really clean it up, give it a nice clean look. We're not going to be using the truck for tow purposes, so the electric fans will do really well on this truck. So what we're going to be installing today is a set of Flexolite fans. Michael, where'd that, oh, is the part number on the instructions in the front there? I was going to give him the part number.
262.
Flexolite 262 is, I guess, the part number for second gens. We do have a set of Flexolite fans on the third gen, on the 05, I'm sorry, not on the 08, on the 05. So Flexolite does make a drop-in kit with this nice aluminum shroud. Kind of is a bolt-on, bolt-off deal with all of your reservoir stuff like that. One of the big questions that I get about these electric fans in general, not just the Flexolite, is would you recommend them on something that is going to be doing a decent amount of towing? Now, I don't put electric fans on everything. I don't believe that they are the best option for heavy tow use, mountain driving. I think your fan hub with the fan clutch, with that big fan in the front, does do a better job cooling. So take that with a grain of salt. If that's going to be the number one question, hopefully knock that out here right in the front. But if you've got a truck like this that you're messing around with, you're not really towing a whole lot with, and you want to clean it up, you want something a little bit nicer, a little bit more on the cosmetic bling side, I would say these will do really nicely. So they are not super hard to install. We're going to jump right into the install. This is kind of like the brain. This is your wiring right here. We do have some wiring to do, and then they give you this probe right here, which basically runs off of, I believe you push it through your radiator to pick up temperature, and that way they kick on and off automatically. So we're going to jump into the install. We're going to bolt these suckers on, and any other details that we find, we will let you guys know. You find anything where it says anti-seize yet? Bull crap. Let's see it. Read it and weep. Utilizing the 4 bolts from the factory shroud. Well, you can't write it. That's cheating. You didn't say it. You didn't say anything. But anyway, that's what we're jumping into today. That way, if we want to drive this thing on the street continuously for hours on end, we don't have to worry about coolant temperatures and anything overheating. So that's what we're jumping into today, folks. Step number 1. Do that. And then we have got some brackets. Well, I'm just going to take the tape off first. This side. Like so? Or the other way? You sure? Are you certified?
All ready to go.
Get that away from there. The instructions do not say to use that.
They do? We've already discovered this?
Okay. Step number 1. Put your brackets on over here. Step number 2. Skip step number 2. Put this beast in the truck as soon as you're busy deleting step number 2 over there. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna do this with one hand.
So the bottom bracket has 1/2-inch holes,
What?
and the radiator has 1/2-inch bungs. So we're gonna use this so it doesn't just like.
Custom? All right. Well, we're getting her fit in there. She's a little snug, that is for sure. But we're getting her bolted in there. She's a little tight. Have no fear.
Just need a welder over here.
Have no fear. They just missed a weld here. This is supposed to be welded right here. Well, we think it's supposed to be welded. I don't know why it's not, because every other corner, this is welded. It's welded on the bottom. It's welded on the bottom over here, but don't worry. You know what they say, what would a video be without Michael and us busting out the welder? Bust it out.
Bust it out, Tatiana.
You know, if you wouldn't have anti-seize on those bolts, probably would have went a little bit smoother.
No, that's false.
Rewind maybe just one step here. So before you put this on, it might be a good idea to put your thermostat probe in there, because once you bolt this thing up, you can't really get to that very well. So put your thermostat probe in this upper corner right here. That's where you're going to want to read temperature from. You can kind of see we snaked it down around. We're going to try and hide some wires here just a little bit. You know, nothing crazy. Don't worry, nothing crazy. No wire tuck jobs here. You know, we're just getting her done. But put your probe in, then put that in there, and then you can finish bolting that up. And we are on to wiring. This is obviously, you know, red for negative and black for positive, right?
I instantly thought of tummy tucks.
You what?
You said tuck.
I don't know who that is.
You know what a tummy tuck is?
Oh, tummy tuck? I thought you said Tommy tuck. I was like, I don't know, Tommy. What?
We just told everybody we're not getting custom.
I see you modifying things from the original instructions.
No tummy tucks.
You're removing the stupid yellow from the connectors,
Yes.
and putting heat shrink.
Should we have a tech Thursday? Look. See the line? The crimp?
Okay, the line on the crimp.
Yeah, everybody wants to do this with the we'll call it the male side. Technical. Let's use the female side.
Oh my goodness. Are you scratching it?
Yes.
You are definitely scratching it up. Yeah, I'd like a brushed finish on my my polished fan shroud, please. Oh my Lanta. Well, we are pretty much almost wrapped up. We're going to put the finishing touches on the missing weld over here. Now, we do have a standard here to judge Michelle on. If I know you're worried about that, so just make sure I got that in video. But the fans are pretty much in and wired up. the cleaning up the wiring really takes the most, but it's really just a few simple connections. You got your main power and your ground. They run over here to this little resettable breaker here, positive, negative, and then you have your temperature probe, and then you have the wire that gets a key on power, which on these second gens, a lot of times goes right inside here. That's where we ran that wire. But other than that, we are not going to install a manual override switch as of right this second. We'll probably, seeing that it's kind of cold. It's about 40 today. I mean, it's not bad, but for this thing to get warmed up to temperature, probably would need to drive this thing for about 30, 40, maybe even longer. This truck actually stays pretty cool just normally driving around, and without the probe getting up to temperature, I'm not sure if the fans are going to kick on even just idling outside. I'm not exactly sure. Did the instructions say what temperature they come on at?
I didn't read that.
Oh, you were just too busy writing about your anti-sleaze. Gotcha. So we got the battery disconnected. We're going to try and weld up that thing over there, and we can call the fans good. It is it's a little tight in here to the tensioner, but should work good. And we should pretty much be one step ready to road trip this thing across the country, right? No heat, no AC, road trip. Yeah, we might need to put the heater core lines back on, but are you ready? Ready, Freddie? Michael, why does your Google search history say how to weld aluminum? Wow.
Shit.
Hey, watch your mouth, sir. This is a family channel. Wow, that's beautiful. We might need to redo the whole thing now. You're making it look bad. You know, just beautiful. Now, this is not really a welding video. We do have our Wrenchworks Edition AHP welder here. Michael wants to know if you guys want a little, video dedicated to maybe some tips and tricks and some welder settings. So I mean, if there's enough people out there who might want to learn, Michael always said, what's the famous?
What's what?
You're not a welder?
Oh yeah, I'm not a welder.
He's not a welder. He just welds. So that's beautiful. Just beautiful. We now have a completely welded fluid damper shroud.
Fluid damper?
I'm sorry, Flexolite. Well, they both start with an F. You know what else starts with an F? What? There she is. Hook up the battery, fire it up. My friends, that is pretty much it for today's progress. The fans are completely checked off the list. I love completely checking things off the list, getting them completely knocked out, completely done, don't have to worry about it. So now, not that it's going to be 90 degrees anytime soon, but the fans should work. They should come on automatically. We shouldn't have to worry about them. And it should do a great job of cooling the truck down when it does get hot. So anyway, one more thing just crossed off the list on the second gen. We're pretty much at the point where besides the steering, which is coming up very, very soon, besides the steering, we should be able to drive this truck anywhere we want. Start driving it around town, and we've got some other stuff planned for it, but super excited. I love this truck. I say it all the time. I love all the trucks, but I really, again, I can't wait. We're gonna go see my man Forged Rick up in PA. We're planning a trip home very, very soon, and I am gonna let him go through this thing, buff this thing out. So when you guys see this paint in person this upcoming show season, you will be shocked. I love this color. But anyway, I'm just rambling. That is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Just getting more stuff done. Hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya. Bye.